Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the...
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Down. 10 Lobo. Coaching spill. Hey, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Single.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Check, bust it. Check, bust it.
On 3rd down, it's Hall, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
You see me out here? That's right.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Right. He's tight, right.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Come on, baby,
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll run on first down. It's Hall.
4 down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Wentz gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a quarterback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This fielded at the 2.
Let's go! Come on, set! Give me 2 jet bombers, give me 2 jet bombers! Snap!
On 1st down, Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And it's taken in at the 9.
All day, baby, all day!
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Here we go.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, we got 4 down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
They can't hold me, Coach.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and short. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. There he goes left side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get ready.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They don't want
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy, have him protect you.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Bring it up.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Move. We got 4. We got 4.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Able to find Shaheen here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Throwing is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Keep doing it.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. No.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Check right, check. You draw Corker. Switch. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run on first down. Hall. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sack, baby, sack. Eat.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling.
It got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 30.
Man left, man left. 4 down. Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Lay down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him.
That one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Tight end right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, line. We better than that.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Six, baby.
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
60 or. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
132 fighter. No. Off. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
All day, baby, all day.
Complete to number 87. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Back to throw here. And it's caught by Herndon.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Got it. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch tight end.
On first down, Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Come on now, let's
after
go.
the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, this is Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a run with Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boom! That's all day.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jags, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year.